God, I love that. I don't know, man. Something new for the channel, man. Every stream that we have, something like that will show up to get the groove going, to get everything started. Because in the past, we've just done the thumbnail and then we show up.
Yeah, we just hit we would hit the normal intro that we would do, and it would just show us.
I'd rather have something that's intensifying, something that speaks of Pittsburgh, which that's what that little clip was our trip to Pittsburgh during the draft party that they did. And we just did little video clips. I totally forgot I did until I seen my my photo gallery, and I was like, you know what? Let me put something together. Let's put something together and let's add it to live stream, as this is our first stream in a while. It's been a while since we did a stream, guys. And the reason for that is due to a personal matter. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to put our personal lives out there. But it's been a tough It's been a tough
2 months basically.
Yeah, couple last months for not only us but our family in general.
It's been very draining for me, Dan, and our family, especially mentally. It's just been very difficult, and it's something that we're still coping with as of right now, and are still going to be coping with.
Yeah, for a long time, as a matter of fact. It's I'm not gonna put too much into it, but it's I'm just glad that we have the family we have to keep us standing tall and keep us on our feet and keep us moving forward in this tough time.
And that's all we can do in these certain moments.
Right, and if you guys know us personally, you guys know what we've been through. And to those guys, you guys know who you are. Thanks to you guys for sending us messages and reaching out to us in this time. So you guys know who you are, and I'm glad that this platform and this team specifically can bring us together for the long run. So
of course,
you guys are always appreciated. And you fans, you guys still watching our videos, man. We're still putting up content. To keep the channel running, keep just keep the content going for the Steelers offseason. And I'm just glad that we can finally get back to the live streaming aspect, since the NFL season is legitimately around the corner. Training camp starts in like a week and a half.
Yes.
I mean, it's insane. This offseason has been one wild ride for Steelers fans. It's honestly gone very, very fast. I can't believe that training camp, where the Steelers will be returning to Latrobe, is going to be here in the blink of an eye.
It truly is. I can't wait. I'm excited, man. Preseason is literally a month away.
It is. It really is, man.
And I know it's preseason. It's nothing but no names. It's nothing but backups and everything. But
I've been craving this since January.
Listen, football is football, and I'll freaking take it.
I've been craving Steelers football since January. I don't know what to do on my Sundays anymore. I don't know what to do. I am bored. I am lost without football on Sundays, honestly. Like, I'll try to get into other sports like hockey, the NBA. I try with baseball, I really do, but when you root for a team like the Pirates, it's really impossible.
Although I'll give the Pirates this, they're showing some glimpses of hope down the road. O'Neal Cruz and Brian Hayes and guys like that.
Right.
But I mean, the Pirates are the Pirates.
But football, man, football's the top dog. So
it is the top dog. It's our favorite sport. It's got the team that we mainly focus on around here.
Right.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Aiden, too cool. You're right. The Maulers didn't help. The Pittsburgh Maulers sucked. Did they only get one win?
One win, and I don't even know how they did it. I don't know how they did it.
God.
I don't know what they do next season, but...
Is there going to be a next season for
US?
us?
Yes, that's the plan.
What's the XFL going to be? Is it going to be around the same time?
I don't know. That depends on what Dwayne Johnson wants to do. Or who he wants to associate himself with, if he wants to do another company or what. I
have no clue. I couldn't get into the USFL. I watched the first game. I was like, I'll try to watch, but I couldn't get into it.
I watched the championship game with Birmingham and Philadelphia. I could not give.
I couldn't get into it.
I literally watched the first half and I said, screw this.
And I don't know if that's going to be the same for me with the XFL whenever that comes about. So I don't know. I don't know.
So these indie football, these spring football leagues, I mean, they're enjoyable for our first couple games, but then it's just like it's hard to really care about.
Exactly. And thus, that's why, we need football back in our lives.
We need Steelers football back in our lives.
And it's going to be here in a month's time, and we'll be able to watch preseason. So that's exciting. And the first preseason game will be in the new, I don't want to say new, the new name stadium. It's the same stadium, but new name. Aquashore,
Aquafina, Aqueduct.
Aquashore don't like the name change, but
exactly.
you got to deal with it. Aquashore Stadium.
Heinz Field.
You know, there's actually someone out there that put up a petition.
Yes, I'm not sure if you guys know about this. Me and Dan found out yesterday. Our sister sent us an attachment via Messenger on Facebook, and it turns out that it was a petition, a link to a petition to sign to, I guess, get notoriety to cause the name of the stadium to change again.
Right.
Because Acrisure Stadium is god-awful.
Right, but no amount, I don't care how many signatures you have, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, 25 million. No amount of signatures is going to change a 15-year, $150 million name change deal. It's not going to happen.
It's just so stupid. It's literally a waste of time to even start something like that.
I don't know if you guys knew about that, but we just wanted to put that out there to start this Q&A, which this is what this live stream is. It's a Q&A to get the groove back going for the live streams, and, you know, there's some discussion to be talked about when it comes to the Steelers since training camp will be coming up. So
yes, of course. If you guys have any questions, you know, definitely put them down in the live chat, and we'll answer as many as we possibly can, bro.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate every single one of you joining us here on this Saturday night.
On this Saturday night, man. Very much appreciated. Dominic says, I love the podcast, guys. I will be in Jax for the preseason game. Any particular things to look for? If you mean, well, that's Jacksonville, right?
Yes, I believe. Well, Jacksonville.
I would suppose. I mean, if you're talking like any things to look for in terms of the Steelers, just, you know, look for any sign of improvement for the offense. Look closely at the quarterback battle that will be happening.
Yeah, Trubisky, Pickett, especially. You know, I mean, you can throw Mason in there technically because he is the long-tendered quarterback on the team currently.
Right.
But it's mainly, the focus is mainly Mitch and Kenny, as we all know.
Right. Steelers Freak says, I would not think about Pickett until the O-line proves it can protect him. Burrows is still wearing a knee brace because his line sucked. The Bengals fixed it quick. They fixed it real quick. That line is, on paper, very much improved compared to last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so is ours. But it still does have some worries. You know, on paper, it's definitely going to be better. It is better. But there's still a little uncertainty with the offensive line, and that's just due to the youth. That's due to new faces there, which is concerning, but it's also very, very bright. Cold Steel's in the building. Says, hello there. Hello, Cold Steel. How you doing, bro?
Cold Steel, what is up, my brother? How you doing, man? How are you doing?
He said, I'm going to invade the SteelTwins studio in the next 30 minutes or so.
Wait, huh?
He said he's going to be invading our studio.
I heard. I'm questioning what the hell he means by that.
We might be getting a Cold Steel break-in, guys.
Or we're going to have an interruption in 30 minutes or so.
I don't know, man.
Is this man literally going to try to interrupt our show?
Probably.
Son of a bitch. I'll tell you what. We'll see if it happens.
I don't know if that's a threat.
We'll see if it happens. I don't know, but hey, shout out to Cold Steel.
Yes. Let's see. The fuck? I've never been happier. Dude pooped his pants and is whamming him out in the sink. Winding him out in the sink. Still football's back. I did see that last year. That shit was fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Jeez. Jesus Christ. I couldn't believe it. It's crazy what you can find in some stadiums.
Levy says, my question, how many interceptions will Mitch Trubisky throw this year? I say 27. That's being overly dramatic, Levy, if I say so myself. Personally, I think if I had to give you a prediction on his touchdown-interception ratio, I'm thinking like an 18-13 mix.
You know, I can see something like that.
Because I don't know if Mitch starts the full year. I don't.
It's really hard.
Because I don't know how it's going to go this year.
It's really hard to tell exactly. We just have to wait and see. But for Mitch,
so I'm going to keep it low, 18, 13.
I think the most he gets is maybe a little over 20. I can't give you an exact number.
Well, I think his career high is like 24.
Something like that. I think he can get at least that.
Right.
At least most.
If he starts every game, very much so that's possible.
Yeah. And I don't know if because I don't think they're going to rush Pickett.
No.
Or I don't think, should they? Even if they did use a first-round pick on him, you're not going to jump him in immediately, especially with the offensive line still questionable and how his development is, even with him at 24 years old.
Right.
You're not going to rush this guy.
No.
This is what Mitch is for. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Let's see. Brendan says, what is your guys' overall aspect of the Steelers offseason this far? Overall aspect? Very surprising. And a lot of change. And honestly, I think a lot of change for the good.
Definitely for the good.
By that, I mean an O-line improvement, a quarterback change, The GM change, it's still too early to tell Omar Khan, but I'm liking what he's doing so far. And I don't even know if he's done making moves before training camp yet. I don't know. We could see another extension on the rise soon. I'd hope so. Preferably Boswell.
Yes, I think Chris Boswell is next in line for an extension, as he should be. I think you got to pay that man, definitely.
The only negative I would give this offseason is obviously the name change. But there's nothing we can do about that.
No. There's really nothing we can do about that.
Right.
It's a small thing, though. Nonetheless, I think the Steelers' offseason, at least in recent memory, has been fantastic.
Right.
With the amount of moves that they did, when before Colbert retired, and now what Omar Khan has been doing so far.
Yeah.
I like it.
Finn Nation says, what do you guys think is going to be the biggest need for the Steelers after this season? That's a great question.
That is a damn good question.
I have given that some thought. I'm thinking potentially offensive tackle. If not offensive tackle, maybe corner.
See, it's kind of hard to because I'm trying to think of the upcoming free agents after this season.
It could also be strong safety.
That could be strong safety because Edmonds may or may not come back.
I'm gonna reign with offensive tackle because I don't know if Chuck stays past this season, knowing his cap hit in 2023.
Right, exactly. I probably have to agree. Tackle, cornerback's definitely a position to look at because I don't know if Son's going to be coming back.
Right.
As this is his final year in his extension that he got a couple years ago. Strong safety, like we mentioned.
Right.
There's definitely some positions to definitely look out for after this upcoming season.
Right.
But that's after this season.
Right.
This upcoming season, it's going to be exciting for sure.
Yeah. Brendan says, how do you guys feel about the Steelers' offense this year? I am cautiously optimistic, but at the same time, really excited. That's why I can't wait for the preseason. Even though the preseason don't mean much because what we saw in the Lions game last year in the preseason game was nothing to what we saw in the regular season. But at least it'll give us a glimpse of what the young guys will bring us.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe how Matt Canada does too.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll see, even if it's preseason, it's a little glimpse at least. We'll see.
State of the Steelers says, what's up, Twins? What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, State of the Steelers? Huge shout out to State of the Steelers. We're actually going to be doing a collaboration very, very soon with this fellow.
Yeah, on I think the upload should be up on Tuesday, I think he said. Tuesday morning on his channel. So definitely shout out to him, man. Can't wait for the collab on Monday. D Hunt 20 says, what player are you most excited to see in the preseason? As generic as it sounds, probably Pickett, but no, okay. See, I think that, with me, I can never give you a definitive number one answer.
Yeah, there's multiple guys, and that's obviously the rookies with Pickett, Pickens, Austin, maybe even Lee out with the defensive line right there.
I'm curious. See, a part of me wants to say Miles Jack too.
Yeah,
but truthfully, I'm gonna say the offensive line overall. I just want to see what the new core guys can bring to the table, what the new group can.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a question mark. It's definitely upgraded, at least on paper. I love the addition of James Daniels. Mason Cole seems, interesting at center.
Right.
Maybe we see how Kendrick Green does as a versatile piece, with him and Dotson potentially battling out at left guard.
Mm-hmm.
Since Green did move back to guard. Worst case scenario for Green, he's the versatile backup at guard and center, and he can share reps with C.J. Hosner, if anything.
Right.
So at least on the inside, when you look at it, via the depth in John LeGlue, it's actually pretty promising.
Yeah, I mean, it's young.
It's young, but it's also promising at the same time.
Right.
It's just the tackles that kind of worry me there with Chucks and Dan Morris.
Well, that's the offensive line in general, is the youth and the progression these guys take, especially a guy like Dan Moore and, like you said, Kendrick Green and even Chuck still at this point, right?
Yeah.
And Dotson.
And definitely Kevin Dotson with his, I believe, his second full year coming in as left guard.
Right. Twins, when do you guys see Pickett starting this year, says Trevor.
See, that's kind of hard to tell.
Because I don't know if he does start this year. But if I had to make a prediction, probably by the end of the season.
I think it really depends on how Trubisky plays overall.
Well, it depends how the season goes, because I don't know. I don't know if Pickett is going to play this year. Because personally, if I had to give you who I think is going to be the Week 1 starter, it's going to be Trubisky.
Yeah.
Because I doubt the Steelers rush Pickett. I wouldn't.
No, nor should you.
He's the most NFL-ready quarterback, but he's not Week 1 starter ready, in my opinion. Not yet.
No,
he could prove me wrong come preseason.
No,
I hope so. But
Pickett right now is a small fish in a big pond.
Right.
You're not going to throw them immediately at the Sharks.
No.
Nor should you.
No, that doesn't do any quarterback any favors.
No.
Yeah, Coach Steele was supposed to be here for the live stream now, but yeah, he did get caught up talking to his uncle and talking about the Pens trade, which the Pens have been pretty active recently and bringing back Letang and, of course, Gino. But they traded a few defensemen today.
Yeah, they have.
Including John Marino and Mike Matheson. So, I mean, new faces for the Pens, man. You know, we keep the core familiar guys, but there's going to be some new faces on the defense side.
Which, I mean, I'm fine with. You know, he's the GM for the Pens. I can't remember his name, but he's definitely stacking up that D, to which, you know, I don't mind.
Right.
But, you know, you do got to look at other positions like forward, to which is the Pens are definitely going to have to look at.
Right.
But, you know, I trust the process on what he's doing. I like what he's done so far overall. Some questionable things here and there, but that's almost every GM in any sport. So we'll see what the Pens do in the upcoming hockey season come, I believe, October.
Right, and speaking of the Pens, man, shout out to Coach Steele again because he's actually going to be doing watch parties for the Pens, which that should be interesting.
Yeah, that should be exciting. That should be fun.
Right, because personally, with my work schedule, I can't watch Pens games in my area, or because of the work schedule, I can't watch them live because I'm at work. With his live streams, that'll help me a lot keeping track of the Pens season, because that's one thing I've had a rough time doing was keeping track of the Pens. I want to get more into hockey and the Pens football.
Especially with the extension of Letang and Malkin.
Yeah.
You know,
these
these
run.
are literally the final years of these guys for them as Pittsburgh Penguins in their careers.
So this is obviously one last true run for these guys, is in the next 3 years max in terms of performance and prime for these guys.
Yeah.
So, man, it's going to be interesting. With contract extending period ending, I see 18 being worn by someone else, says Steel Black. Who would that be?
That I couldn't tell you at the moment. I really couldn't.
That would be determined next year, honestly.
That would be.
Johnson's going to play this year, but that would be determined next year.
Or do we even give anybody 18 immediately?
Yeah. I would think so.
I mean, we did give 19.
We were so fast to give 19 away.
Yeah,
we were so fast to give 80.
Nelson.
We were so fast to give 83 away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
I mean, damn.
That is so true, though.
I'm just saying. People forget that Mitch was a Pro Bowler at one point around a good Bears team with talent in the defense. That's why I have faith in Mitch. So do I. And truthfully, I do think Matt Nagy, I almost said Matt Canada. Matt Nagy was definitely at fault for some of their demise.
Dude, no question was he at fault.
Right.
I don't know what the hell Matt Nagy was trying to do in Chicago, but it obviously didn't work. He was carried by that defense that Chicago did have and kind of still does. But I don't know how Trubisky did what he did in Chicago, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the worst. You know, he did what he could. And him sitting a year behind Josh Allen last year in Buffalo with Brian DeBull, who turned Josh Allen's career around completely. I mean,
and Mitch sat under him for years.
That's a slight glimmer of hope. That's
why we're excited for preseason to see what Mitch can bring to the table, especially with like a fresh young face at quarterback after so many years of Ben. So, you know, it's going to be a drastic change. It's definitely going to be different to watch. It's going to be like, wow, that's weird. Number 7 is not out there no more.
Not just Ben not being out there, but I think the style of the offense as well.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Because we've been so conditioned to Ben as the pocket passer with him getting, you know, older. You know, he wasn't that mobile, you know, type of player that Ben once was when he was younger.
Right.
So we could get back to those type of years a little bit with their mobility.
That's obviously what Tomlin's been preaching for the last couple of years.
And that's what you need in the NFL nowadays.
Mobility for the offense.
The game's getting faster, so that's what you need.
Yep.
And Trubisky does possess that to a degree, and so does Pickett.
Right. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to watch this new style, this new era of offense. Question, who is someone you think is a dark horse of making the roster? Says it's Aiden Too Cool.
Damn good question.
A lot of people are going to say Chris Oladukin. I'm going to go Mateo Durant, running back, out of Duke.
Undrafted free agent, out of Duke.
I think he could be the running back, too, potentially. Now, I would love to see, we made a video about this, I'd love to see Cam Hayward see some time. Cam Hayward, God. I wish. Connor Hayward as a running back, too. At least see some reps there while still being a versatile Swiss Army knife for the offense. But I think Mateo Durant could very well give a run for his money especially against guys like McFarland and Snell who haven't proved themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Running back 2, I would say
it's wide open.
It's wide open because Snell hasn't lived up to that potential since coming out of Kentucky. And McFarland, he's been nothing but a healthy and active the majority of his career.
Yep.
And Durant, if I'm not mistaken, we did give him the highest amount of money for an undrafted free agent in Steelers history. And last year at Duke, he actually holds the single season record for most rushing yards in college in Duke history.
Right.
So that's promising right there for Durant. And when it comes to undrafted free agent running backs, I mean, it's promising. There's some guys coming undrafted but coming to the league and showcasing their talent. I mean, there's a good bit of names there.
You would hope a guy like him steps up to the plate as this is his big opportunity. So we shall see, man, because training camp is coming in a week and a half, and they will be returning to Latrobe, which Brendan says he can't wait for the Steelers to play at St. Vincent College in Latrobe. I can't wait either. In fact, I'm thinking about making a trip down there. I've only been down there once. I want to go back down there again, man. It's the first time back to Latrobe since all the chaos has happened in the world. Might have to make a trip out there, man. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
I'd hope so, man. We'll see what the life brings us, see what we can do with scheduling. State of the Steelers says, who do y'all think is going to wear the green dot this year? Miles Jack.
I think no question Miles Jack.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Miles Jack.
He did it in Jacksonville. I think he can do it in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Because Bush, I feel like he's best as a number 2.
Yep.
He's obviously worked as a number 1, but I feel like for his limitations with his size in the NFL, he's a perfect number 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to commend each other really well. Hopefully. Because
Yes.
they're just going to feed off each other. RK says, great to see the fellas back on. I'm getting pumped for the season. I know you guys are. Oh, man.
I can't wait, dude. I need Steelers football.
Yes.
We all need Steelers football, man. Jesus Christ. We don't know what life is without Steelers football.
No, we don't. Steelers Freak says all the O-line players are on prove-it deals. There could be 3-4 different players there next year depending how they play. You're right.
You're absolutely right right there.
Chuck's contract, his cap hit this year is modeled as a prove-it year. So it's either make or break for Chuck's this year. Otherwise, he'll probably be a cap casualty, I suppose, next year if he doesn't prove himself.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Let's see. Is Omar Khan a Hall of Fame GM? It's too early to tell. Kevin Colbert is. Omar Khan just getting started. Let's see. I don't know.
He's making hella moves so far.
I don't know if he's even going to be here in the next 5 years. I have no clue. Knowing the Steelers' history of retaining guys, he probably will. But it's too early to tell from Omar Khan. He's on a good start, but let's ease the brakes a little bit. What's your thoughts on Pat Freiermuth this year? Slowly getting better or huge year? I'm not going to go into the huge year category yet because it's only a second year, and I do worry about his concussions he had last year because that has affected players in the past. That's affected our tight end position in the past.
Yes, it has.
But I think he's definitely going to get better. He's going to see more targets for sure. He's going to be that third down reliable piece for sure.
Yeah, I'm extremely confident that he will get better.
Right.
And he was even as a rookie for Big Ben, he was a security blanket for Ben. He was so reliable. He was a touchdown magnet, literally.
Yeah.
And that's something that I can see him still possessing, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And he catches everything.
He catches fucking everything. That first Browns game will tell you.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how Pat does it, but thank God.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, where are we at? We need AB to perform at the halftime show? No, I'm good. That would never happen. You know who does need to perform at the halftime show, though, but never will because for some reason they haven't yet? Metallica. AC/DC. Get a metal band out there, man.
I would really enjoy that, but I think that's a little. I don't want to say it's a little too late, but I don't know if anybody would, especially this generation. I don't know if how many people would care.
I don't know, man.
Because I don't know.
Metallica can still go.
Oh, I know they can still go. Absolutely, they can still go. I don't know. I don't think they did a halftime
Nope,
show.
they haven't, and that's a crime. That is a fucking crime. Lee says Matt Canada was overhyped in 2021 offseason and still is now, but he wasn't the problem last year. It was O-line, old, slow, and Ben, and the lack of talent on offense. I agree, Leedy. It was a culmination of a lot of things, which made the offense so poor last year.
And this is why this is a big year for Matt Canada to truly prove himself as an NFL offensive coordinator.
Right. I'm gonna keep my expectations still low for Canada. Gonna be cautiously optimistic though. Where we at? Let's see. Black says, SteelTwin can't wait to do weekly prediction. Miami week is my week. I'll have it written down, man. I actually got to get that scheduled up because of everything that's happened in the last couple months. My head's been in a million places that, we've totally forgot that, we got to get the scheduling going with August coming up, and we got to figure out what we're doing for the fantasy league, for the Discord chat. Yeah. So, we got to get on that. So, for those in the Discord chat, I apologize for any late announcements, but we'll be getting them out soon. I can promise you that. We still got to figure out what the prize is going to be. What signed jersey that we're going to get them this year. Because last year was Troy, and we can't top Troy.
I don't know how you can top Troy.
I don't know, man. We might do a Najee. We might do.
Technically, I still have it's unsigned, but I still have an extra Najee Harris jersey, to which I bought I think it was a Color Rush Najee jersey that I bought.
Right.
But when it got delivered, it was a regular home jersey of Najee that I got.
Uh-huh.
And I obviously, contacted the Steelers shop like, this is the wrong jersey I requested, or I purchased the Color Rush one, and they shipped me the Color Rush one, and they gave me the return label for the home regular Najee jersey, to which I never returned.
Why would you? You got a free jersey.
I got 2 jerseys for the price of one because they accidentally shipped the wrong jersey. So I have an extra Najee Harris jersey that's still in the freaking packaging. So that could be a giveaway down the road.
That could be. It's unsigned. It is a large.
It's a large.
Large.
Never worn.
Never worn. Still brand new in the packaging. That could be a giveaway. That could be a giveaway
down the road. We'll see.
We shall see. Because we do want to do more giveaways down the road for you guys. Give back to the audience.
When was the last time we actually did a giveaway? Wasn't it the end of the season, like after the Super Bowl or something?
Yeah, it was the Troy Polamalu jersey.
Yeah. It was after the season, yeah.
Right. It was after the Super Bowl where we announced the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the last time.
It's been a good bid.
Yeah. Of course, after the season ended, that's when all the chaos started with the whole offseason and then other stuff happening in life. So,
yep.
Let's see where we at. Miles Jack is the most underrated free agent signing. No one is talking when he signed and beyond. No one is literally talking anything about it. It's like they forgot Miles Jack existed. It's like they forgot he was first-round talent but fell in the second round due to injury.
Yeah.
And was pretty much the last guy from that one-year wonder of a Saxonville defense.
Yeah, Miles Jack. Now, in the later years, he obviously wasn't that first-round talent. He didn't play up to that. Last year, I don't think he really had anything statistically outside of tackles.
I don't think that's entirely his fault.
Exactly. I was going to bring it up. I don't think that's entirely his fault because when you're the only guy that's doing everything on the defense, I mean, you're going to get run down. You're going to get burnt out.
Name me one other Jags defensive player outside of Miles Jack. Maybe Shaquille Griffin. Is C.J. Henderson still with the team? Or did he get traded?
I can't. No, he got traded to the Panthers last year.
Oh, shit. Well, there you go. Plus, how many defensive coordinators did they go in and out with?
Yeah.
Urban Meyer was a joke of a signing.
And Jack went from inside to outside to edge. He was literally put everywhere.
Right.
Because he was the last surviving soul of that Saxonville defense. Because everybody else literally left.
Yeah.
So I don't think his statistics, how they kind of declined a bit, I don't think it's overall Jack's fault. And I think him coming to a 3-4 system with Brian Flores and him alongside Devin Bush as number 2, I think that's really going to benefit him.
I agree. Colt still says he's getting closer. He's coming from Hershey. Damn, man, we're about to get the Cold Steel invasion. Trevor says, Twins, do you think Steelers should transition to a running back by committee role? We should, because we can't run Najee down. Offenses succeed. Look at New England. They had running back by committee and won a lot.
Yes.
A lot of offenses that run that way. Look at Cleveland. Look at the Niners, for instance. I mean, there's so many teams that run running back by committees, and it keeps their backs fresh. It keeps the running game going. And we've been begging for Tomlin and the Steelers offense to be doing that for the longest time. The last time we did that was probably when we had Bell and D. Will. But D. Will wasn't exactly here that long during Bell's tenure. In fact, he stepped in for Bell more than he actually played backup role for Bell.
Exactly.
So we haven't really had a running back by committee in a long fucking time. And with Najee, I'm not for giving Najee the ball 400 times a fucking season.
Oh, hell no. Nor should you. I mean, dude, we all know this. Running back lifespans don't freaking last long. They do not last long.
That's why we need to invest in a running back, too, or hope we strike gold with someone on the roster right now.
Whether that is a Durant out of Duke, right, an undrafted free agent, or maybe we look at free agency still. Maybe Omar Khan looks at any available running back veteran free agents.
Well, who's that other running back we got after the draft? Who's on?
Oh, out of Oklahoma State. I think his name's Jalen Warren.
So, yeah, I think him. I mean, he could step up to the plate as well. I mean, this is all hopes, but, I'm not going to, just shut down these guys on their opportunities, man. I'm hoping these guys step up to the plate.
Yes.
That's what this time is for, especially when it comes to the running back 2 spot, because God forbid anything happen to Najee, I fear for this offense.
Yeah, dude, I've stated so many times, Najee is the heart and soul of this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. If he goes down, especially with the quarterback position still a question, Najee goes down, the offense is gone.
Right.
And you don't want that to happen, even if Najee is capable of taking that type of load.
And once again, your offense becomes one-dimensional.
Yes. And, yeah, I mean, Najee's capable of taking that load, but that's a problem.
Right.
Because that's going to come back and bite him. Look at Christian McCaffrey now.
Yeah.
He's more injury-prone than ever. Like, look how Le'Veon Bell was when we ran him into the ground.
Yep.
Look at many, many other freaking running backs.
But that's Tomlin's, that's one of his serious errors, is he always runs his running back to the ground till the wheels fall off, as he says. That's a problem. Dominic says, "What are the What about the Super Bowl playing in Pittsburgh? I hear Hines booming already. Or Acrisure, whatever the hell you want to fucking call it, whatever it is. I'm gonna keep calling it Hines. I'm sorry.
Listen, dude, it's Heinz Field at heart. That's what it is.
And please don't correct me in future videos or streams. I'm gonna keep calling it Hines. That's what I know it as. I know what the fucking name change is. That don't mean I gotta say it.
Yeah, dude, the video glimpses in our intros or the beginning of the live streams that has Heinz Field on it, that's not changing.
That's not changing. It's Hines. It's always going to be Hines to us. I don't care how long Acrisure is going to be the name of the stadium. It's always going to be Hines. But is the Super Bowl coming to Pittsburgh is Super Bowl going to be played in Pittsburgh? I don't think so. But that's what the signing was. That's what the name change was for to Art Rooney. The second was we're trying to get a Super Bowl to be played in Pittsburgh. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know if the city of Pittsburgh, when was the last time a Super Bowl was played in an outdoor stadium?
I was just thinking that.
When was the last time a Super Bowl was played at an outdoor stadium? And around the time the Super Bowl was played in Pittsburgh, it's freezing cold.
Which, personally, that's football weather to me. But I don't think for the Super Bowl, the NFL is going to have that. They want all the names, all the news, the celebrities attached to the Super Bowl, but the way to do that is to keep them conditioned in preferred weather, which is why they do the dome shows.
Yeah, they do AT&T Stadium. They do the Raiders Stadium.
They do the Arizona Stadium.
Or if they go to an outdoor stadium, they go to like Miami or San Francisco. Cities like those where it's warm weather.
So I don't think a Super Bowl is going to be played in Pittsburgh. Not anytime soon. Not in my book.
As much as it would be cool to see it happen,
they have the capacity to do it.
It's just
they have the city to do it.
It's just the weather's not going to cope with the players and just overall the NFL.
Which I think is so silly of the NFL if that is the reason why they're not bringing the Super Bowl to Pittsburgh. But it's also all about bidding.
It is about bidding.
And they have much bigger bidding than Pittsburgh does, in my book.
Ultimately, yeah.
It's all politics. Which I fucking hate. God damn it. Fuck Roger Goodell. I'm sorry. Sorry, I just had a moment there. Do you guys see us waiting until the preseason is done to see what running backs are cut and the Steelers signed one of them? Possibly. I could see that because our initial 53 isn't always the final 53 into week one. There's always going to be some surprise cuts due to cap, due to just whatever, right? There could be a surprise after preseason cut that the Steelers could bring in to fill a possible spot on the roster, which could be a running back too. Who that is, I don't know.
Or not even just sign, but maybe trade for.
Maybe.
Maybe they give up some sort of capital, even for a running back too. You need somebody for Najee.
Omar Khan is he's been under Colbert for a long time, but he's not exactly Colbert. As we've already seen, he's extended Minka before preseason has even started, before training camp has started.
Yeah.
Preferably, we wait until before the end of preseason.
That's
so.
Yeah, that's some similar to what we did with TJ Watt last year. And Cam Hayward.
There's something different with Omar Khan, as we've already seen. So I don't know exactly what to expect, but all I know is to keep your a little bit more of an open mind with Omar Khan. That's what that's my first interpretation on his early moves. Who is a huge cut for the 53 you expect to happen? A huge cut?
Like a bona fide,
surefire cut? Is this a huge cut? Maybe Mason, but I don't see that.
I could see maybe Justin Lane.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Benny Snell. That's who I'm seeing.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe a guy we brought in, Jannard Avery or something. I don't freaking know. Although our edge depth is pretty bad. Pretty lackluster.
Wide open.
I'd probably say Justin Lane. I mean, with the cornerback room, I don't know how he fits in. Especially with him being a special teamer and a bench warmer. That's all he is.
What a waste of a third rounder. Yuck.
That's all he is. With Wallace coming in and Witherspoon being the number one, and you got Sun in the slide, you still got Norwood, you brought back Millette.
You got Casey, you got Carl Joseph. Where the fuck does he fit?
Where does Justin Lane fit?
We're going to make a video about our initial 53-man roster around the end of training camp-ish, I think. You can expect him not to be on the list. Because I don't see where he fits. Yeah, that's just me, though.
I don't know. I just don't see much from Justin Lane. I haven't seen any glimmer of upgrade from the guy.
Right.
And I can't forget, James Pierre. The guy took his freaking spot.
Yeah, you're right.
So
he started a couple games last year.
So where does Justin Lane fit?
Right. I wouldn't say that's a huge cut, though, because I'm expecting him to be cut. Jacob says, yo, are you guys ready for Steelers football? Abso-fucking-lutely.
No question about it.
Excuse my French. Son of Steel says, what's up, Brodies? How's your weekend? Who is the best free agent we signed so far? The best free agent we signed so far is Miles Jack. And our weekend's going pretty good, man. How's your guys' weekend?
Real good. And as far as best best free agent so far, you say Jack. And, yeah, Jack's the typical answer, but I'm going to throw another guy's name in there, James Daniels.
Okay, you know what? I like that.
Daniel.
I like that.
Because he was such an underrated offensive lineman for the Chicago Bears, and he adapts that leadership on the offensive line that we don't have. And I think he's going to take that role immediately.
You're absolutely right. And
I am a huge fan of James Daniels. I think he's really going to showcase big on this offensive line.
I love that answer. That's a good one. That totally slipped my mind.
And it's crazy because he started so many games, even some games at center, but he's more so a guard in my opinion. I think he's a better guard than a better center.
He's going to be the right.
And he's
right guard.
he's still 24.
Yep.
He's still young as hell with all that experience.
That's the beauty of it. Still Black says, everyone thinks we are going to have a top 10 draft pick. How do you feel when someone says that? I say they're smoking crack because under Mike Tomlin, I don't see how we have a top 10 pick.
We didn't when we had Mason and Duck start.
I'm not anticipating low draft picks, such as like a top, like a bottom 10 draft pick, like 32 to 22. I'm not thinking that, but top 10, nah, we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna be that bad. Not with this defense. Not with Mike Tomlin as head coach. Not with Najee being the heart and soul of the offense. I don't see it. I at the same time, I don't know what to expect because it's a new era, but I don't think we're going to be that bad.
No, I'm confident in saying that this Steelers team right now that we got is better than last year.
I agree.
I am confident in saying that.
And we made the playoffs last year.
I don't know how we did.
Now, granted, in my opinion, the AFC North kind of got better. The Bengals definitely got better. The Ravens, they had a great draft. I don't know who the fuck their number one receiver is. But
Rashad Bateman,
I guess. But they have a good defense to rely on. They're getting J.K. Dobbins back.
Fuck.
They're getting Gus Edwards back. So the AFC North definitely improved. The Browns kind of improved. They got better receivers. I don't know who the fuck their quarterback's going to be. Maybe Jacoby Brissett. What if Josh Dobbs is the week 1 starter? Yeah, Josh Dobbs is the Brown.
I forgot Josh Dobbs is the starter.
Right.
Not starter. He could be the starter. I don't freaking know. It depends on what this Watson situation goes.
But you also notice the entire AFC South, I believe. No, AFC West. AFC West, excuse me. The Chiefs, the Broncos.
Yes.
Oh, my God. That division's on drugs. So,
I can't.
is this team better than last year? In my book, on paper, yes. We made the playoffs with the team last year. But the entire AFC now is so much better that it's going to be so much harder to get into the playoffs. But I do think with this team, we at least remain in the 7th contention seeding.
Yes. I definitely agree on that. But I forgot all about the AFC West, how much they got better with Russell Wilson going to Denver and Devontae Adams going. Not just Devontae Adams, but Chandler Jones going to the freaking
And then
Raiders.
Khalil Mack went to the Chargers. I mean, bro.
And C.J. Jackson went to the Chargers.
It's not.
And the Chiefs, I mean,
I don't understand.
who they get, Juju?
Yeah, but
I mean, can't forget that they got who was it, Justin Reed to replace Tyrann Mathieu.
Right.
Which, I mean, Matthew's better, but Reed ain't a bad option.
No. The Chiefs, I think, aren't going to be as good as previous years, but they're still the Chiefs.
It just came to me. When you think about it, compared to how the other AFC West teams did in the offseason, the Chiefs really didn't do that much.
No, they had out of the entire AFC West teams, the Chiefs had the worst offseason, but at the same time, they're still the Chiefs. They're still Mahomes. It's still Andy Reid.
Yeah.
That division is going to be nuts. That, outside of Steelers football, is what I'm most looking forward to this offseason or this upcoming NFL season.
I don't see how any one of those teams has a losing record.
I don't see how any of them missed the playoffs.
That'd be crazy.
Hey, anything can happen in the NFL season, man.
That would be crazy, but who freaking knows? You know, something could go down. You know, shit could happen.
Right.
Who knows?
Man, oh man, this offseason's been nuts. That's
the AFC, like, Jesus Christ, the AFC is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Son of Steel says, how we got decided on who will do your weekly predictions. I'm interested. You are definitely a name in the listing, that's for sure. The way we usually do it is we just, I get a name of guys that have been part of the weekly predictions the past couple years, and I know they're going to be interested in doing it. But I also asked the remaining Discord chat of who wants to be in it, and it's pretty much a first-come, first-served deal. But since you're in it, you're obviously already in the listing, so you ain't got to worry about that. I just, what we do is there's 18 weeks. There's 18 weeks, so 18 people can join us for the weekly predictions for the regular season. And pretty much what we do is we put those names in a random generator, and whatever listing that is in order, those are the names that are going to be joining us for that week.
Yeah.
So say you're week 1, you'll be week 1, and the next person below you will be week 2, and then so.
Yeah.
So I got to get that going, and we'll get that going in the next couple of weeks. I can promise the Discord chat that.
So there we go.
Moses says I got my NFL draft prediction right for Kenny Pickett. You did. I totally was just thrown off by Pickett. I didn't think that he was on their radar. I was so foolish to think that he was not on their radar when it just made sense because
he was the guy next door.
Exactly, and that's all you need to know.
It's because of the hype up of Malik Willis and even Desmond Ridder. I completely forgot all about Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Like, he was not on my mind when it came to our selection. I thought immediately Malik Willis, because Malik Willis, got all this hype. He was, dude, he ate chicken wings with Mike Tomlin.
Right.
And I thought right there, bro, if you're going to have chicken wings with Mike Tomlin, then you're a Steeler.
Right. But we were blinded by hype. And that's our fault. And it happens too often, honestly, in our book.
Yeah, it does. But Pickett, I feel like, was the now it's still hard to tell. They're rookies, and we'll see how Willis does in Tennessee and Pickett with Pittsburgh. But
in the next 5 years, we'll be interested to see how this quarterback class turns out. That's for sure.
Of course.
What position do you think will be our 90th roster spot before training camp? We don't have a 90th roster spot?
No, because I heard that Daniel Archibong, defensive lineman, he's on the reserve retired list. So that spot, the last spot, is wide open. I don't know who that goes to. I don't know if we sign a guy from the USFL. I don't know if we sign edge depth, running back depth, O-line depth.
They'll probably be O-line. No.
It'll
be D-line. They got to replace Archie Bong.
It could be. I don't know. The D-line's already stacked as it is,
I
bro.
know, but they're going to want another face in there.
I think they got enough.
It could be corner. I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know. I really don't know.
What about getting David Johnson or Philip Lindsay? Yes to either of them. I loved either of them.
I think Philip Lindsay went to the Colts.
What?
Yeah.
That did not happen.
I think it did.
Thought he went to the...
I could have sworn I saw a picture of him in a Colts uniform.
I thought he went to the Texans. Wait, he's a Colt now? When did that happen?
He was with the Texans last year, dude.
Hold on. When is he... What the fuck? When did that happen?
I don't know when it happened, but I just saw him wearing a Colts uniform. I'm like, oh, shit. Damn, he's gone.
When did that...
I would have loved...
So him and Jonathan Taylor are doing now?
Yeah, dude, that's a scary duo. I would have loved Philip Lindsay. But I don't mind David Johnson, especially with his current state in his career.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
He's a perfect number 2.
Lauren says, what's your prediction on how many touchdown passes Kenny Pickett will have this season? If he starts, and I don't know when that is, but let's just say he starts by midseason, I'm going to give him a solid 11 through 13 touchdowns to start.
I can see something. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be high. I don't think it's going to be high. Maybe a max 15 at least.
Right.
Or who freaking knows? Maybe it pulls to Justin Herbert.
Yeah. I
have no freaking clue. He may not. I don't know. Maybe he has the same amount as Mac Jones did last year. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Let's see where we at in the chat. Honestly, I think Mason Rudolph is better than Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, and Daniel Jones with the Giants. I mean, if that's the case, can we get a third for Mason? I mean, Pickett can be the number 2. Oladukin can be the number 3.
Yeah, I mean, way back we got a third for Bryant. I don't know how, but we did. We finessed the Raiders. Can Omar Khan finesse another team that's desperate?
George Hoover says, how about Mitch Trubisky is the best pickup we had this offseason? At least he better be, right? I wouldn't have my expectation that high, but I'm even hearing someone on NFL Network said that he's a dark horse candidate for MVP. I wouldn't go that high.
I don't know about that.
No, I wouldn't go that. No.
I don't know about that.
No. You're telling me he's going to be the guy out like a Mahomes, an Aaron Rodgers, a potential Tom Brady.
Josh Allen.
Who's my dark horse is for MVP this year? A Justin Herbert. That's not happening. I like the Mitch pickup, but no. Come on. And the best pickup, no. I mean, I love him to show that he is the best pickup. That'd be phenomenal. But if that's the case...
See, that's crazy, though, because the amount of free agents that we brought in, which is this amount or this, name notoriety is rare for the Steelers to get.
But let me ask...
And there is Mitch. There's James Daniel. There's Miles Jack. And there's even Levi Wallace.
Right. But let me bring up a discussion. Let's say Mitch is the best pickup we have this offseason, and that's over guys like Jack, over Daniels, right? What do you do next year? Do you keep Mitch? Do you trade Mitch? Do you continue to sit Pickett, even though he's going to be 25, 26? What do you do? What do you do? Do you go with the hot hand, or do you go with the rookie quarterback you drafted the previous year?
Or do you – maybe it depends.
Is this a Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees type shit?
Maybe it depends on how Pickett's development is. Kind of similar to San Francisco right now with Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance.
That's why I'm saying don't get your expectations too high for a guy like Mitch Trubisky, because I mean, it would be great if he burst onto the scene and has a resurgence, a revival of his career, right? A second chance, which is. I said it this offseason. Pittsburgh is the best place for second chances just based on their history and based on the opportunity at the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Let's say Mitch does just revive his career, right? Probably not going to happen, but let's say it does. Is Pickett a waste of a draft pick?
Maybe, maybe not.
That'll be told in the next couple of years. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I do not think that's going to be the case.
It's really hard to tell at the moment. It really is. There's more questions than answers, but those answers will be answered, or those questions will be answered.
Right.
Come regular season.
Right.
And that's what makes it so exciting. That's what makes it so unique.
Yeah. Who's going to start, Mitch or Pickett? Mitch.
I'm fully confident it's Mitch Trubisky.
Well, the Steelers don't rush rookies unless they have to. Like
No.
last year, they had to.
They had no choice.
Muth, Najee, Moore.
They had no choice.
What's his name? Kendrick Green. They had to rush them.
They had no choice. At least this time around, they brought in guys to which they don't have to rush them.
Exactly. Steelers Freak says I will put Daniels at center to anchor the whole line. He has experience there. Who would you put at right guard though? Do you put
that could be Green?
That could be Cole. Do you put Kevin Dotson back to right guard, and then you have Green and Cole battle for left guard? But with Cole's money, I don't see how he's just a bench warmer.
No, definitely not.
That's
that's the interesting thing though, because you got Cole and Daniel that have played center and guard. It goes to show the versatility that they have.
Right.
But I think it'd be more now. I like the idea of Daniel being a center to lock down the offensive line there, but I think he's a better guard.
Yeah.
I think he's way better as a guard, and Cole's definitely shown significant promise when he was a Viking last year at center when Garrett Bradbury couldn't live up to his potential.
Right. And that's why I think due to those contracts, due to the contracts they gave Daniels and Mason Cole, we're going to see a left guard training camp battle between Kevin Dotson and Kendrick Green.
Yeah.
Those are two young guys that you drafted in the 3rd and 4th round, respectively, and are battling for a starting spot. Because neither have proven themselves yet. And I love Kevin Dotson. I love his potential. I think he can still be a Pro Bowl player for us. But last year, he had a bit of an off year. Maybe that was due to injury. Maybe that was due to him being out of position because he's more comfortable on the right. So now you put him at left. You know, he's a little uncomfortable there.
Yeah,
So
it does take time for these guys to transition, even if they just move to a certain spot.
And overall, as the O-line overall, that's why it's better on paper. Absolutely, I think it's definitely gonna be better than last year. I mean, how can he get worse?
But at the same time, it's probably the biggest question mark still.
Yes,
for the Steelers
right.
and the offense.
Steve Waybright says, where do you think the Steelers will finish in the afternoon North? In the AFC North.
You said afternoon North.
Yeah. Well, that's what he put. So
AFC North, yeah.
AFC North. Bengals are winning it. Think they'll be in.
I mean, it's kind of hard to deny the Bengals winning it again.
I'm gonna be unbiased. I'm gonna say 3rd place, behind the Bengals, behind the Ravens.
Okay.
And I think the Ravens just edge it out by a possible win differential. Maybe maybe that's due to their record. Maybe that's due to their division record. I don't know. But that's just me being unbiased.
At the same time, I can see the Steelers being 2nd place again.
I can see it too, but I'm gonna keep the expectations standard.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
It's just with the Ravens, I don't know because of. You know, it seems every year they get hit with the injury bug.
You're absolutely
some
right.
reason.
Their training guy needs to be fired. Like, their conditioning coach, boot him, bro.
And they can never find a true number 1 wide receiver for Lamar Jackson. Or at least ever. They have not had one Pro Bowl wide receiver throughout their entire span.
You got that right.
As a franchise. So that's why I could see the Steelers being number 2, but we'll see what the Ravens do.
Right.
If they can stay healthy, if Bateman lives up to that potential. I don't know.
Right.
If Jackson plays like Lamar Jackson,
right.
We'll see.
But the reason why I say 3rd place is because I've said it the last couple years, and I'm going to keep going with it as long as I'm a Steelers fan, as long as I live pretty much, is you cannot get angry if you don't get your expectations too high. I have done that time and time again with this team, and I have learned to keep my expectations pretty standard and pretty low. Even when I get overly excited, I'm like, oh, my God, this team's going to be special, and then they do what they did last year.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
So I keep telling myself, keep your expectations standard, keep your expectations low. At the same time, be cautiously optimistic. That way, if they disappoint and they underwhelm, you're not too angry and you kind of expect it. If at the same time, if they do surprise people, quote unquote, right? If they surprise people, if they're a dark horse, if they do better than what many people expected because, new era, new quarterback, this and that, right? then you feel good about it. But you're also like, wow, this is better than I expected.
Exactly.
And
it literally captures you by surprise.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
That's why I'm going into this year the same way I went into 2019 after Ben went down. When Ben went down, I didn't know how the fucking season was going to go. We traded for Minka.
Oh, bro, no one did. No one did.
We had Mason at quarterback. We didn't know what was going to happen the next 14, 15 games.
And it was one of the most chaotic and craziest seasons I think we will ever remember.
It was
as Steelers fans.
It was an enjoyable ride. It really was. The highs, the lows, the quarterback changes, the defense rising. It was a fun fucking ride was 2019. And I'm going into this year the same way. It's a much better team, but, I'm going to go into it the same way. So.
And we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be exciting for sure.
Yeah, we shall see. Where's Cold Steel, by the way? I thought he was supposed to be invading.
Hold on. I hear something. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Is he here? He's actually here. Bro, you was right, though. Damn, bro. What's up? Cold Steel is here, ladies and gents. What's that? You did not.
Yeah, bro.
You motherfucker.
I am an alcoholic. A non-alcoholic.
Yeah,
Non-alcoholic beverages. Let me see this.
So this is behind the scenes, huh?
Yes, sir.
This is...
That's just a Reese's cup.
That's still
This is the
badass. Shit,
behind the
I'm going to show it
scenes.
on camera. Look at that. Look at that.
We've had that for years.
Look at that condensation.
Condensation. That's science, bro.
There you go. Look at
I had
that.
to put ice because this shit was literally sitting on the fucking floor. What's up, Squirt?
Yeah, that's our...
That's my dog.
Yeah, that's his dog.
That is my Yorkshire. We've had her 10 years. I'm not going to show her on camera, but she's the cutest fucking thing ever. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you know me personally, you know what she looks like.
Yes.
She is my most prized possession. She's my everything now. She is my comfort dog. She is my support system. She is my everything.
Let me see this.
Do you bring more than one?
No, I just brought that one. I literally just got in the house.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's only 25 calories.
I'm mad, too, bro.
non-alcoholic
I wanted to try
brew.
one.
You can try a sip. There's some in here.
Yeah.
It's non-alcoholic.
It's going to be a little warm, though, so it might not taste. To me, it tastes like a fucking light beer.
Yeah, it does.
No, it's good.
It's good.
I prefer the IPA.
It's good. Toast.
Excuse me.
A toast, ladies and
Good shit.
gentlemen.
Athletic.
I wouldn't drink that. I'm not feeling well. Oh, God, bro. Yeah.
We twins, man.
We twins, bro. We share, bro.
Wow, that's my first time having a sip of non-alcoholic beer.
Where's the camera at? What's up,
That's weird.
Yeah, the camera's right here.
I mean,
Steel's
it's
in the back.
it's beer.
Y'all can hear him, right?
Your dog's going to.
Y'all can hear him. Squirt, come here, girl.
She's going to continue.
You might hear her long nails, which she refuses to let me cut. I gotta get her to a vet.
Yeah, she's very stubborn.
Yeah, but
Almost spilled your beer.
she will not allow anyone to cut her nails, bro. Not even mama.
I still have to limit
So.
this
Is it calorie count on this? Well, there's 25 calories. I mean, like,
I believe it's like 5 grams.
The Fiend is in the building. Says,
yeah,
sup, y'all?
that's almost nothing.
Said just got done watching The Black Phone. Very interesting movie. Recommend to see it. I gotta see it. The Black Phone.
Oh, the Black Phone. Yeah,
I've been hearing
I've
that
seen
go
I've
around.
seen some trailers here and there on television.
Yeah.
It seems interesting.
Yeah, me and my uncle.
Talking.
As soon as we started talking Penguins, I was like, damn, it's like 7:30.
Yeah.
It's funny because you're wearing a Joey Porter jersey right now.
But then he got to talk. He's like, you should come over next week, and I'm gonna throw on some like chicken in the smoker.
On the smoker?
Oh,
shit.
damn.
That sound good. And yes, Fiend, we are ready for Halloween ends. I am ready.
Yeah, the trailer. What day is it again? I lost
But
track.
you
It's
know
the
what?
16th,
You
right?
know what I wasn't ready for was Stranger Things. I was not ready for Stranger Things
Oh yeah.
when it came out last Friday. I'm not gonna lie. No, it was actually 2 weeks ago.
Look at that.
Damn, we've been streaming for an hour, man. Streaming for an hour, just talking random stuff, bro.
Hour, 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
This isn't an organized stream. This is a live Q&A. This
We
is
literally were talking about this last night.
yeah,
And I was supposed to be here, but then we both got.
yeah.
We lost track of the time.
Time
Yeah.
management, it happened.
Well, I was 10 minutes away from him, and he was like, "Come on over." I was like, "All right, fuck it." Because I didn't know when you guys were getting back.
Sorry, my dog's under me.
Wow, this is weird. I'm drinking a beer.
Yeah,
Even though it's not
It's been a while, right? Well, what? How long? How many years?
almost 2.
Almost
Almost 2
two.
years.
Damn.
Almost 2 years.
And it's
that's-
non-alcoholic, so.
Right.
Right.
Which some people make a joke about it, but it's like, dude, I gotta remain healthy.
Bro, John Moxley drinks non-alcoholic beverages.
Does he?
John
Yes.
Moxley.
Dude, at the
I can't wait.
I know we're talking wrestling here, but I don't give a shit.
I can't wait for the Ring of Honor
The
I didn't know that.
what was it? The show they just did with New Japan, Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Right.
When he won the interim championship, he was actually drinking non-alcoholic beverages with Tony Khan.
Some of us actually enjoy the taste of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I had the Samuel Adams IPA.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the king.
That is?
I'm not gonna order this because this reminds me of a light beer that you would buy just to get your keep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going for that. I want to actually get good taste.
Steelers Freak makes a bold prediction. Says Boz will break the record for the longest field goal next year.
I mean,
Maybe
anything's possible.
depending on what stadium it's at. Because if at Heinz Field, I don't know about that.
I do not doubt
If he
Boz
sets the
one
record
bit.
there, that is.
Well, he already set the record for longest kick in Heinz Field.
But I'm saying
Oh, by the way, let me ask you a question. He set the record for longest field goal in Heinz Field. Would it change, or would it be the longest field goal in extra stadium?
we all agree what we're calling it.
It's Heinz fucking Field.
Well, it's
Hey,
not going
I
to
put
change.
this on purpose.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
Heinz Field.
Yeah, you did.
There's a reason why I added that clip of Heinz Field in the opening
Hey,
intro.
I added a new, what do they call these things? Pin?
Pins, yeah.
I
Yeah.
added a new pin to my hat, the Heinz Field.
We gotta get a Heinz Field thing majiggy over here. Sorry, Mr. Rooney. He's always crooked. I'm sorry.
I learned something new today about Rooney that I actually didn't know.
Dan
that?
Rooney.
If it wasn't, no, for art.
Oh, the
art,
chief. The chief.
If it wasn't for him, the Penguins wouldn't exist.
Yep.
Is that a fact?
I had no
Is that a
believe
fact?
I believe that.
Didn't know that.
Wow.
If it wasn't for him, they would have never happened. It was his phone call.
Yeah.
So I learned something new every day.
Yeah, man.
See, look at the chief, man. Look at the chief.
Started
It
all
made me
this.
smile, and I just looked back at my big framed picture.
Yeah.
of him, and I'm
Started
like,
all this, man.
I literally, I did
That was the man. That's the man, dude.
All right, since you guys are big on Stranger Things, D-Hunt28 says, where do you guys put Stranger Things on all-time Netflix list?
I mean, on Netflix, it's definitely
Top
number one.
dog.
It has to be.
Top dog.
No questions, number
You gotta
one.
remember too when that show came out originally, what 2016?
16, yeah.
That was like when Netflix really just
Yep, absolutely.
took off.
And
It was literally the right timing for
and
Stranger Things
it's,
to come out.
It's the best thing they've ever produced. It's the best thing Netflix has. Yeah.
It gets warm in here.
Yeah, and I have too much stuff and nowhere to put it. I mean, I have places to put it. I just don't want to fill my walls because I don't want to put more holes on the walls.
About beers.
Feels you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish this off.
Let's see. George Hoover says, I think TJ Watt comes back down to earth with 17 sacks. I don't know, man.
How many sacks?
17, you said. TJ Watt. I think that's low.
No one. TJ Watt. Jesus.
I don't like IPA.
You'll like this one. I'm not big on IPA.
I don't like IPA. I
The
tried
sa- the
Stone
sa-
Cold's
you said-
IPA. I
you
don't
said
like
that-
it.
That's too strong. What I'm talking about, it's like a perfect mix.
Well, no. I mean, the Stone Cold one. I want to try his lager. I want to try his lager.
You know how much a can is?
I did. I'll pay it. I don't care. I want to try it. The Stone Cold we're talking about. Damn it.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And there's a fucking...
Loud. I'm not sure if you guys can hear
Around the
that.
corner, I'm not even joking. I laughed so hard. There is a family. That's all I'll say. They're having a cookout.
I know. I saw him when I parked earlier.
It's so obnoxious.
Yeah, I know.
But I laughed hard as shit.
I hate the city, bro. I hate the city.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're used to it.
Yeah,
We lived here our whole
I'm
lives.
not used to this anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. George Hoover says, I think the greatest improvement on defense will be the middle linebacker position. Flores was a huge win for the defense, especially the linebackers. I agree 1,000%.
I think it's an upgrade more than we know. Even though some of us know, we still don't know.
Yeah, right?
I
Yes.
think it's going to be one of those things that doesn't get looked at until it happens.
believe
I
it.
hope Flores is here for the long run.
I don't know.
Because he's obviously...
It's obviously a one, if he pans out, that is.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we gotta wait and see.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he does pan out, I don't think he stays because he's gonna want to go back to the head coach.
And he's going to get head coaching offers, I'm sure, next year. But maybe he likes to coach you here with Tomlin and retains
That's
as a...
true. That could happen.
And maybe who knows what happens with his current lawsuit right now.
Loyalty goes a long way.
And he might just remain the senior defensive assistant, might upgrade to defensive coordinator, and the dream is next head coach. That's a pipe dream. But who knows, man? Anything could happen. But Flores is a hell of an addition, and I can imagine he's going to have a severe impact.
Still trying to process the John Marino trade. I know he sucked the last 2 seasons, but
Yeah, after his rookie year, he didn't live up to expectations.
No, but for some reason, he still has like this thing that I hold on to.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he was a youngin.
And he went to who? He went to the Devils, right, New Jersey?
Yeah. Now, granted, we got a guy that's equally as young. In fact, he's younger.
Yeah.
He's in the last year of his contract.
Yep.
So the way I'm looking at it, they're doing a salary dump. But why?
I don't
And
know.
they're getting defensive
They're
men.
getting players back, but is there a bigger target?
Maybe goalie.
I gotta look into.
Maybe a
that.
goalie. Now the top
No,
goalie's
they're
are
not that smart.
the top goalie's already with the Blue Jackets, but I don't know, man.
I don't know why this dog loves you so much.
I don't know. She's affectionate.
She's an attention seeker. I'll
She's
give her that.
always been affectionate.
She's an attention seeker. But she's so cute, she gets it.
If you
wins.
If you hear any noise, that's her tail banging against the table.
Yeah, because she loves me anytime I come over.
Deal with it says it's the name of the highest bidder in my honest opinion. Whatever helps the Steelers, whoever supports the Steelers. I get it. Yes, the Kenny.
Yes,
pick.
that is the Kenny.
I don't think I've ever shown this off. This was exclusive in Pittsburgh. After he got
just
drafted.
before we left the city of Pittsburgh, as we were on the way out, our sister, because we had to use the bathroom, Porter
We
John's.
get it on the camera.
What was the problem with yours again?
I forget. It was I forget.
These were being sold actually near PNC Park because I think the day we left there was a Pirates
They were
game.
all over the place.
And
And-
you can damn well bet when we do watch parties for or live streams, live reactions, whatever you want to call it for.
Which majority I'm gonna try to be over here for.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
yeah.
that'll
Special
be great.
announcement: Cold Steel.
Oh, I didn't- my bad.
That's cool. Cold Steel is going to be doing Pens content now, and we'll be doing watch parties, live streams, live reactions for
Which
Pens
explain
games.
to them that this has been in the works for years.
It has been.
It has.
We discussed this.
I look crazy as shit right now.
I know. We discussed this last year, truthfully, and he's been pondering on it because he loves the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's been a Steelers fan longer than he's been a Pens fan, man. So like,
Really decked out right now.
he is decked
Got
out.
socks.
He's decked out in Steelers gear. He's got a Joey Porter shirt on. He's got the Steelers draft hat on. He's got Steelers socks on. I mean, for fuck's sake, we live and breathe black and gold, man. But he's decided to move to Pens content now, which honestly, he said to himself he just enjoys more because it seems like he's getting more into hockey. And
Weird, it is. It's
yeah,
weird.
And again, with Malkin and Gino coming back being extended, these
It's
are
this
literally
one last run
These
with
are
these
literally
guys.
the last couple or few years of this Pens group of Crosby, Letang, and Gino. Like,
so
my God,
we all want to enjoy it, and
And I've done Penguins content
Yeah.
in the past, but
in fact,
I tried it out on the channel. It was just a conflict because not every Steelers fan's a Pens fan.
right. So he created a separate channel for Pens content only. So if you're a Pens fan, without a doubt, definitely go sub up to him because he's going to be doing watch parties for the Pens games this year, which will honestly help me as well keep track because
I think this move will help out for us because we also had issues where we're both doing the same content, and everyone knows we're like a team here.
yeah.
So
we're literally the NWO here.
the
so it
NWL
makes
too
sense,
sweet.
You know, I come over here. I still get to do my Steelers content.
Come on, we got it. Come
I
on.
still get to do Steelers content with you
Yeah.
guys, and if you guys want to do Penguins shit, you come over to my.
Exactly. So he'll be joining us for most of the watch parties this year when it comes to Steelers, which will also include preseason. So we're excited for that.
And I promise I won't be obnoxious like I was last year.
Please do.
I'm a lot.
Please do, bro. This is unfiltered.
I've calmed down.
This is unfiltered, bro. This is a new era that we're all excited to watch
I
it.
drink non-alcoholic beer.
We're all gonna have our Kenny Pickett towels come August 13th.
Hopefully, I don't know if he's gonna actually.
He'll play. It's the preseason.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Right.
I don't know why I'm thinking regular season.
No. That's
When
a
that
whole
comes,
nother
I don't
story.
know.
But
Yeah.
speaking of which, are we going to Latrobe? I need a decision now,
I know.
so I can put in a
Live
personal
on,
day
dude,
for
you
work.
You literally put them live on the spot, live on the air.
I don't care.
I mean, why not? You know.
You haven't been to Latrobe,
I
have you?
have not. That's the one thing.
He
I
has
haven't
not, man. He's not been.
And
to
me and
Latrobe
Dan have. It's just been years since we've
Years.
been there.
since TJ Watt's rookie year.
Yeah.
It's been that long, man.
Time
Yep.
flies.
In fact, I still have a football where I got his autograph, I got Connor's autograph, I got Juju's autograph.
And don't forget.
Yeah, we'll finalize that because your sister is here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Don't
no-
forget two other Steelers you have on that football that were just god awful on defense.
I know. Mike Mitchell and
I'm pretty
Ross
sure she's
Chakra.
she's down to go.
I think we're all down to go. Honestly.
As long as scheduling, works in our favor, which I mean, as of now, should be wide open.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see. But I'm definitely down to go Latrobe. It's been a while.
Yeah. But I'm excited for this entire season, man. I am truly excited. Who do you want to start, Pickett or Rudolph? If I had to pick the two, I mean, in terms of a development aspect, I'd go Rudolph first because I'm not for rushing a quarterback.
Honestly, what I'm anticipating and expecting is Mitch 1, Rudolph 2, and Pickett 3. Because even when we drafted Ben all those years ago,
He was still number 3.
yeah, because we had Maddox and Batch, and then we had Ben.
Right. Yeah.
So I can see Pickett being the number 3 because he's in development.
And I just seen the super chat from Pittsburgh Rick with a $5 super chat says, I hate the name Acrisure Stadium. Acrisure, not fucking calling it.
Aquafina. Aqueduct.
Aqueduct. I hate the name Acrisure Stadium. Bring back Heinz Field. I wish.
Honestly, that played, this is going to sound fucking stupid, but it played a part in me deciding.
Really?
Well, because I look at, all right, Ben's retired, right?
Yep.
Put away my personal feelings. It's still Ben.
Yeah.
That's a misunderstanding. I actually did love Ben, but these last few years.
I get it. It's a conflict.
He retires. I just feel like the whole franchise is shifting, and I said this is an opportunity for me to bow out and
Yeah.
do something different.
Yeah.
Everything else is different. I might as well change something up too. So
Right.
Right.
Also, it appears,
we've been talking about this for years.
and I think it's a
years.
perfect time because like the Pens are making this one last run with these 3 guys, the guys that they
got a lot of
kept.
work to do.
They do, but I don't know, man. We'll see. This GM's making moves, up and down moves, but
A lot of defensemen. You bring back. You bring.
we need
ba-
some
But that
forwards,
tells
man.
me
I know.
that- And I don't want to make this into a Pens thing, but
Yeah.
me and my uncle were talking about this. The moves they did today tells me they're not going after goalie.
No.
They think the problem wasn't the goalies, it was the defensive man. That's always going to be a.
Yeah, they're gonna blame the defense rather than the goalie.
To which DeSmith, he's an average
I'll be
goalie.
honest, the playoffs, you could tell it was defensive issues.
Yes.
It was because there's too many shots
Right.
going against them. So
It also didn't help because DeSmith was hurt, right? And Jari was at
Yeah.
net most of the time. So it was easy to read Jari because,
well, the Jari game, he was just. I mean, come on,
yeah,
Yeah.
sitting for how long?
right.
I didn't blame him at all. It was just unfortunate.
Right.
It's not the first time in franchise history that's happened.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
In fact, not even close. It's been a lot of that actually.
Yeah.
Especially injury.
Brendan says, I live in Latrobe. It's a good city, but a lot of people there are big Steelers fans, and they're very excited that they're back. I'm glad that they're back in Latrobe. That's where they belong. That's where they've.
Yeah, we have this thing too about traveling to different places in PA.
Yep.
And for some reason, Latrobe has never made it to my list.
Well,
really
it's
bizarre.
3 hours away.
Really bizarre.
It's 3 hours away. There's a lot of cool stuff to meet up there before we even hit Latrobe. But Latrobe, let me tell you, I've been there once, and I want to go back again. In fact, we've already thought about, because we have vacate coming up for work soon, next month. We've thought about taking a potential week off and going to Latrobe at least 3-4 days, maybe. That's still undecided, but it's been a thought in our mind. Not only for the, what would it be, the Friday Night Lights show?
Yeah.
The Friday Night Lights
That's
show,
if we can get tickets, because they
Right.
to where you have to buy the damn things in person. And,
which is stupid.
by the way, not off topic, I think that monitor will fit perfect right here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I didn't bring it over.
Okay.
Okay.
What's tomorrow? Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything planned tomorrow.
Well, I got to go to my sister's house. But other than that, I mean, I'll be free tomorrow night.
Yeah, just let me know. We can bring it over. And
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, right here. I mean, there's literally an open space right here.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to work.
Shit,
the
are we
wire-
going to the
we'll-
park tomorrow?
We'll have to worry about the wire
That's
management.
your call.
Well,
That's
what's
if
the
we
weather
do,
gonna-
I
what's
would
the-
I
hold
would
on,
want to
what's-
do it early.
What's the weather going to be tomorrow? Let me
That's
check
the
that.
problem.
Let me check that.
Last I checked, it was supposed to rain.
Oh, that's right.
Let me
Fucking
check.
PA weather. Fucking PA weather.
Tomorrow is expected to have clear skies in the morning and evening. There is a chance of rain during the afternoon. So around
You
maybe.
never know with these fucking.
This is Pennsylvania weather we're talking about.
Yeah. It's going to snow tomorrow, and then it's like a hurricane.
Yeah.
Literally. But as of like 8 o'clock or something,
Honestly,
it's
man,
supposed to be sunny and cloudy.
We might have to hold off until the rain stops because it's going to be raining like the next couple days.
I mean, I'm not been out of shape.
No. I mean, it sucks because the rain ruins it
That's
because
one of
it's
the
it's
reasons I'm
outdoor,
thinking
but
about doing the gym.
Yeah, join gym. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. What do you think of Crosby, Malkin, and Letang staying together in the Berg? I think that's where they belong. I think they should all go out together.
I agree, but I got to be honest. This is almost kind of like Benish.
I know where you're going with it.
Malkin thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that the problem with the Pens is they need some youth.
Yeah,
But
see, the argument that people keep bringing up, and I'm on the fence with it. I haven't decided where I stand on this, but they feel like the core is not the problem; it's the people around the core.
right.
Which, to an extent, could be true. But
Yeah.
my issue is when I looked at Malkin last year, he just looked robotic, stiff, and just
Too old,
I
too
get what
injury
you mean. I get what you
a
mean.
shell of his older self.
Yeah.
But maybe we get something else this season.
Maybe he takes like a more of an enforcer role rather than like a
And it's crazy because on the offense for the Pens, they got guys.
Yeah.
Still got Crosby, still got Gensel, you
Rust.
got Rust. Rodriguez, for God's sake, even in the playoffs, he stepped up big.
And who's that one dude you like? The new kid you really love. What the fuck's his name?
Well, I like Jake, even though he's not really.
Not Jake, but I'm thinking it's a new kid you really like. Hold on. What's his name?
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
I'm trying to think.
What's his name? What's his
I
name?
was actually big on John, but again, the last 2 seasons. I mean, this year he had 2 goals. He's
Yeah.
a defensive man, but still.
I mean, he's no Letang, but Letang is a two-way player, and Letang can get goals. And so can the guy that we traded for.
It's actually kind of bizarre to think.
I can't remember his name.
Have been together for 10 years, right? And when we first got together, Letang was her
Yeah.
thing, and I'm just thinking, like, damn, 10 years.
O'Connor.
Oh, yeah.
That is
yeah,
Joe
O'Connor.
O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yep. Left wing. Yep. You
I
like?
am big on him, that's right.
Yeah.
In fact, I made him like a star player in my
Yeah.
NHL.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
I heard enough of that shit.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Most favorite Steeler ever, Heinz Ward.
Troy Polamalu.
Jerome Bettis.
Oh, really?
There you
Over
go.
Porter?
Yeah.
Damn.
Porter would probably be number 2.
Yeah.
It depends on the day. Because it's 2 sides of the ball. It's kind of an unfair question, actually.
Oh,
There's just so many.
so many.
It is.
It's hard to choose one. It really
Again,
is.
It depends on the day for me. Like, some days I'll say Porter, some days it's Bettis.
Yeah.
I just try to look at, the player, that gave you, the wanting to be a fan.
And that was Heinz Ward for me.
And I can say the same for Troy Polamalu.
Nice Toke says, I've gone to Latrobe numerous times. The best thing to bring is some mini helmets if you happen to get numerous signatures on them and someone sucks. He said if you get numerous signatures on them and someone sucks or leaves, peanut butter takes it off.
Oh, geez, really? Wow, you learn something new every day.
The best information.
Holy sheesh.
Oh, man. Hey, Tokes, we appreciate it. And, yeah, all is...
Does that work on
don't-
terrible towels? Because I got a couple.
Nah.
J.J. Wilcox.
You know what I did? Did you guys catch that too when we get autographs? I'll save the balls for the good players.
Yeah.
And then like the guys you just don't miss, like, sign my towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best Steeler name was Bam Morris. Yeah, I mean, you can't come up with a better football name than that. Bam Morris.
Sounds like a cokehead.
Because he was, motherfucker. Most favorite Penguin.
Ooh, that's another tough one
For me, a lot of people are going to say Crosby. I love Gensel.
You
Gensel?
mean
Jake-
current or just all time?
Well, all time. I mean, you might have to go Lemieux.
You have to. Just look
Yeah.
at what he did.
Yeah.
I was watching the documentary on him today, and it just got me.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this dude really.
Dude, imagine if he played another couple years. Like, holy shit.
If he didn't have all the problems,
Dude,
bro.
when he got drafted, they were comparing him to Wayne.
Yep.
It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, the guy was legendary.
Once they got the team around him.
Oh my. It's crazy that him and Crosby actually played for a season or two.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And now he owns the fucking Pens. How about it?
Or
How about it?
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
I just hope the current moves where you got guys like LeBron James having.
Yeah.
That scares me.
I know.
Yeah, I get that.
Getting Heinz Field vibes.
Yeah, speaking of LeBron James, favorite NBA team.
Oh, that's...
I don't really have.
You don't have one.
Mine is the Chicago Bulls, but I don't pay attention to them. I really don't.
And I feel the same way about the LA Lakers, and that's only because of Kobe growing up. But I don't watch the NBA because I have a favorite team. I watch the NBA because it's just somewhat entertaining me. It's when I'm in the mood. Otherwise, I can't get into it.
I haven't watched
Right.
No, it's not the same, man.
It's really not. Or even, the early 2000s from what I can remember.
I definitely watched the Allen Iverson.
Oh, you watched the 2000s up till,
Yeah. I honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I would say probably 2007-ish is when I kind of.
Right. I mean, probably the last time you faithfully watched NBA was when Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose won MVP.
I watched that whole season.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of I just felt so bad.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Watching that in real time.
D Rose, yeah, that's heartbreaking.
My uncle couldn't
Yo,
figure out why I
One of
was
the biggest what ifs,
I
bro.
was so
Yeah.
emotionally, just drained.
But, bro, when Rose in the MVP year with Jimmy Butler, Jesus Christ.
He just looked at me like, "What's wrong with you,
Best
man?"
Pirate player. Best pirate player of
Yeah.
best pirate player of all time. Clemente.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Clemente.
I wouldn't even call myself. I'm a Pirates fan.
I'm not a faithful
Right.
Pirates fan.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to pick a team, I'd choose Pirates. But I'm not going out my way of watching the games.
It's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like basketball.
Yeah.
Those two sports. It's not because the Pirates suck.
Right.
I'm just not into the sport. Like
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll go to a Pirates game.
I have many.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
They're fun.
It's fun.
If you dig hard enough and you know my actual government, you'll find pictures of
I know.
years ago when I was skinny at PNC Park.
Right. Yeah.
You're working through it. You're working through it.
No, not that part. It's just I also looked a lot younger, too. I didn't have
Yeah.
gray hair.
I don't see no gray hair, motherfucker.
Oh, they're there, man.
Okay,
I
I
do a
don't.
good job
I don't need to
covering.
know that. I don't need to know that then. All right.
Well, we've been live for an hour and 25 minutes, roughly. And I think that's where we're going to end it here, man. We're going to end it here. I'm glad this stream went very well in terms of connection. It's been a minute since we've done one, especially here in our studio. So
It is.
that's what today was. It was a test to make sure everything's still going, everything's still working with the PC and our OBS studio and the connection, and get the things rolling for the watch party, bro. Not even a month.
Not even a month.
But, more content will be pumped out as preseason and training camp especially will be coming up soon. So look forward to that. Which one?
That one right there next to your hand.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Penn's
have
hat.
that one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Nice Penn's hat. It's got the Penn's logo on the back. It's beauty. I love it.
I never noticed that.
Yeah. I have a serious hat collection over here.
Hey, got another pen.
I have more over there. I mean, I'm running out of space for hats. I have my draft hat on the calendar. I mean, I'm running out of space.
Yeah, you do. That's funny. I just noticed that.
I'm running out of space, but we're gonna call it a stream, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe and definitely hit the bell because more content will be coming out soon as training camp is approaching and of course preseason. So, you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for joining us for this short little Q&A. But glad we can get back on the streaming aspect here, and that will be a continuous thing happening. So, you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you in the next one. Cold Steel, got anything to say before we close it out?
Go Steelers, man. Season's almost here. I can't wait.
Yes, sir. And definitely sub him up on his Penn's channel. Again, I'll post a link in the chat for you guys.
I can't even tell you what that is right now because it's
I posted the
a
link.
bunch of numbers.
I posted the link in the live chat, so definitely go sub him up and hit that bell because he'll be posting out Penn's content and he'll be doing
Only if
Penn's
you're a
watch
Bengals
parties.
fan, though. Don't-
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. But anyway, guys, we're gonna call it a night and see you in the next one. And we'll close it out with the second little intro thing we'll be doing, because the first thing you guys saw at the beginning was our first intro thing we made. I made a lot of videos when we were in Pittsburgh for the draft party with Code Steel and
And you basically decided to recycle them
right,
and
but
make it into something.
right, but I don't want to combine them all into one, so I made two. So we're gonna close it out with this. So Rob, sign us out.
Yeah, of course. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
I actually missed saying that.
I
Night,
was
guys.
actually in sync too for the first time. Every time we do that when we're